Hey guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. And as you can see, I've already done my eyebrows and now I'm using the concealer. Right now, the concealer I'm using is the HD Concealer and Foundation Brush by RK Kiss. Yeah. And the brush I'm using, I use that brush only for the concealer. I don't know why, but I feel like they were just meant to be together. And also a tip when doing your eyebrows, they don't have to be exactly perfect. They just have to, match. Because even like on a normal eyebrow, they're not always exact. Perfecto. Let me also add to the fact that I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm just going off what I've learned on my own. So yeah. I added the same concealer to my eyelids because one, it'll make my eyeshadow pop a little bit more, and it also takes away the darker areas I have. And right now I'm adding the color corrector, also by Kiss, and it's the pink one, I guess. And I put it on because obviously I have terrible skin and I don't want none of that to show under my foundation because I don't put as much foundation usually. Right now, I have the foundation Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless color 360 Mocha, and it's normal to oily because I have very oily skin. I was definitely waiting for the foundation to come out, and I was so focused on it coming out of the bottle that I didn't realize I had put way too much. But even if that happens, I try to put some back in, or I just, wipe the rest off on a paper towel. Yeah, it was definitely way too much, and I just realized that while I was putting it on. So obviously you want to keep on blending it until it's completely blended with your skin, and it just looks like your own skin, honestly, as long as you have the right color for your skin. Now I found this trick on Instagram where I forgot her name, and I'll figure it out later and I'll put it in the description, but she basically got red lipstick and she put it on her cheek so she can get that blush look, the blush look basically. And it's hard for me to get the right blush to match on my skin and it will actually show. So when I saw this and I tried it, it actually worked, but sometimes I'll either put too much or too little. So I'm still working on it, but I think this time I kind of got it, but it won't show as much because you would still have to put foundation on top of it because obviously you don't want to look like a clown. You want to make sure that it looks natural as possible. The first time I tried this in front of my friends, they literally made fun of me and thought I was the craziest person ever. I thought it was so funny. So I'll be honest, this has to be my favorite step of all. I don't know why, but I love doing it. And this step is basically to help make your face pop a little bit more, especially when it comes to any lighting that you have. It'll just make your face look naturally good with the lighting, Next, you're gonna blend the concealer and be careful not to blend it too far down your cheek. You wanna make sure it's like angel wings basically on your face. And obviously some of the ones that I had on closer to my nose, I went under my nose, and then I also did under my chin where I had the concealer. But my main thing is that don't go too far down your cheek. Let me also add that I did not contour my face in this video because one, my cheeks are kind of big and I feel like the concealer I'm using already makes it look like my face is contoured. So you're not gonna find that there. Plus I did the blush part, with the lipstick. So I did not think the contouring was necessary. The palette I'm using here is the Matte for Matte Jewel Pop by the e.l.f. company. I literally got this from CVS. And what you're gonna do here is pretend you're making wings, almost like the eyeliner wings on your eyes, but this time you're gonna use the eyeshadow instead. And I'm gonna do it on one side and then I'm gonna do the other side off camera, or maybe not. Let me just put another reminder out there. I am not a professional makeup artist. If it looks like I'm doing a bootleg job, just remember that, okay? I think I'm doing pretty average. I'm not like A+, but I think I'm like an A- at least. Leave a comment if you think that. But here we're putting the red on top of my eyelid, but not on my eyelid. Next, I'm using the eyeshadow base from the company NYX Professional Makeup, and it's supposed to help your eyeshadows pop a little bit more, but here I'm using it as a cut crease, and it is something wet, so I use another brush that's specifically for this one. I don't like to mix my brushes with the wet and the powdered makeup. And obviously I'm gonna use a sponge because since it's wet, I wanted to take out some of the excess out of it so it'll dry faster. I'm going back to that same palette and I'm using the light white color to go on top of the eyeshadow base so that one, it can dry faster, and also it'll help the color pop a little bit more because I do want it to be white, or at least a vanilla color, I guess. I'm using the red eyeshadow just to go back and dye a little bit of the white at the very end. You could still see it being cut. You could still see it cutting off the red eyeshadow, but I just wanted to dye it a little bit so it looks like it blends off. Now I'm also using this dark purple to come and blend in with the eyeshadow base so that it looks like it's, you know, naturally going from one color to another color. Now I am using the HD Flawless Setting Powder, and it's supposed to help you bake, but I don't really bake like I'm supposed to with it. I kind of just brush it on there and just let it light up itself. I don't put too much on it, and you can kind of see it brightening my face. Now I'm super obsessed with dark eyeshadow for some reason. I feel like it's my home base for everything, and I'm just putting it on there because I will be putting the black eyeliner, and I didn't want the black eyeliner to feel isolated and be the only black thing on there. So at least if it's black and then black eyeshadow going into the dark purple, you know, to make it blend a little. I used to be asked a lot how I do my eyeliners because they would look like super straight and sharp and stuff. And honestly, the key to it, for me at least, is that you gotta go backwards first, and then you can, you know, kind of make a tiny narrow triangle and then fill it in. That's what I do, but I always try and work backwards to make it as straight as possible. And I feel like that'll make a big difference. And I gotta be honest, I don't think my eyeliner was the best work I've ever done, honestly. I would rate it a C because I don't think it was as straight as I wanted it to be. That's why I was so upset, but you know, it is what it is. Here I'm going in with a flat brush with a black eyeshadow to go at the very bottom. And I don't use eyeliner at the bottom because it tends to smudge, and I haven't found like a solution to that. So I always use the eyeshadow because the eyeshadow doesn't smudge as much. It was at this moment that I was very disappointed in my eyeliner. Very disappointed. I'm not that specific about the lashes or the type of lashes I use. The only thing is that it has to be the winged lashes, because I feel like there are some others that will be so thick or so long in the middle or the corner of your eyes that they don't show your eyeshadow work, and it kind of just covers it all up. So I wanted the winged one. I am using the 24-hour Eye Define by Kiss, an eyeliner in the color Deep Brown. And I use the same one for my eyebrows, but you know, the irony of it is that I never use it for my eyes. but I'm using it to line my lips. And I got this idea from my friend Esther, who does this, and I thought it was so cool when she did it, so I kind of just copied her. So I thought I knew what I was doing here, but apparently as I'm reading this now, I was using a concealer to put on my lips when I thought it was a brown lipstick, and I feel really stupid now, but it kind of came out cute. But now I'm about to use the Mega Slicks Balm Stain Moisturizing Color. And it doesn't specifically say what the color, oh, it says the color is Caffeine Fix 6164A. And I put that in the middle to make it look a little bit more natural. I have a highlighter brush and I'm going in with a shimmer goldish color. It honestly doesn't matter what palette it's coming from, as long as it's got that kind of color. This is honestly for your eyeshadow. It wasn't meant for highlight, but you know, you can do whatever you want. And here I was totally feeling myself. Yes, boo, yes, yes, work it, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the final result. Yes, at this moment I was talking to my two friends, and yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.